fasten your championship belts because this podcast is unprofessional. Welcome to your weekly home for wrestling reviews, discussion, predictions, and more. This is Unprofessional Wrestling. Here are your hosts, Scwartz, George, and Travis.
All right, let's see. We're here. Let's see how many times YouTube can fuck us today, because it sure did last week.
I'm gonna say 4.
4? Shorts over under 3.5.
You're saying it was YouTube's fault?
Actually, I'm gonna go with my computer. That's what I'm gonna go with. That's only fair. I can't lie. How you doing, George?
Not too bad. Enjoying a nice cold beer on my technically Friday.
Ooh, baby, we're gonna play some COD tonight.
Ooh,
too bad
it's
Shorts
Friday,
can't.
Huh?
Yeah, it's your Friday, huh?
Hey, when do you get the new COD?
I
seen
Let
how
me
much
get
you
PS5
won.
first.
I seen how much you won at the bar the other day.
Well, we gifted you a belt. I don't think we're gonna gift you a PS5. Maybe we should have done that instead.
No,
Would've cheaper.
no. There's no way I'm able to justify that.
Come on. Such a stick in the mud. All right, well. Yeah, we're going to have to enjoy this week while we can. Next week, likely we won't be doing a show because summer is going to be wild. July is going to be pretty awful. So we're going to take some weeks off here and there, but we'll try to keep some type of content rolling out. I don't know what that's going to be. But anyways, we're going to make the most out of this week, and we're going to upload the audio for this one, actually. And, yeah, oh my God. Do you guys hear that?
Yes.
What the fuck? Oh, no. Hey, I know what that sound is. We got some big shit going down. SummerSlam is coming to Minneapolis!
In 2 years.
Yeah, it is kind of interesting that they announced 2026, and we don't know anything about 2025 yet.
Yeah, we don't even know the WrestleMania 2026 is.
Yeah. Pretty fucking exciting. It's not WrestleMania. I'm not going to say it totally makes up for us getting boned on WrestleMania for 2025, but it's a 2-day event. That could be the first time SummerSlam will ever be 2 days. And it's going to come, I'm sure, I'm sure it's going to come with all the activities that WrestleMania gets, like your WWE, and they don't call it Access, WWE World, and then all the indie shit that comes around it. So that's exciting. So we're getting our big PLE boys at US Bank Stadium. Let's fucking go. Yes, we won. We got it. We're back, boys.
We did it.
Woo! We did it.
It was our doing.
We did it.
They saw your Facebook post and they're just like, oh, fuck, we feel bad.
They saw our podcast and we were bitching and moaning about it. Like, man, we need to make it up to these guys. We really need to I think we really need to make it up to them.
Thanks, Paul.
Hey, Nick Khan, I think we need to make it up to them.
Exactly what came out of his mouth.
I think we need to take SummerSlam to Minneapolis. Are you ready?
Pretty good impression.
How exciting. So, hope you boys signed up for that pre-sale registration or whatever. I sure did.
I did.
Oops.
Don't you have the Undertaker version?
Damn. Nope, that's not it. Hold on, where is it? There it is. Hey, Nick Khan, we're going to Minneapolis for SummerSlam. All right. Colton says, holler if you hear me. Word up, Snyder brother. What's up, brother?
Yeah, brother.
Woo! All right, so that's the big news out of the way. Outside of that, we don't have a whole lot else, but we do have. What do we have here?
Today's Bray Wyatt's birthday.
Happy birthday, Bray! Rip, rest in peace. Miss you.
He would have been 37.
Definitely excited to see the Uncle Howdy things. Keep getting more and more in-depth teases. I mean, they're not telling us anything, but they are getting more interesting as time goes on. One of the teases that they had in the last couple weeks alluded to the date 5/25, potentially.
26.
26? That doesn't make any sense. That's on a Sunday. 5/25 is King and Queen of the Ring.
I thought it was, yeah, it's Saturday, so yeah, 25.
Yeah, 5/25, King and Queen of the Ring. And, of course, wait a second. Did I miss something here? King and Queen of the Ring winner gets title shot?
Oh, that was announced today or yesterday by Triple H.
What the fuck?
Really?
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Where the fuck did you see that?
He was doing some Q&A, and he was sitting down, and they said the King and Queen of the Ring will get a title shot because he wants it to mean something.
Okay, hold the phone. Now I need to look this up.
I'll, maybe I can find it.
Let's see. Here's a CBS article from 6 hours ago. I would guess it might be in here or something if that's a thing going down.
Hold on, I got it right here. Triple H on X 5 hours ago. It says the winners of Saturday night's King and Queen of the Ring tournament finals will each secure a championship opportunity at SummerSlam.
Oh, okay. So this takes away some of the bitching that I had last week about what are we doing with King of the Ring and why do we care? Okay, now we got a reason. I'm good now.
Yeah, he said he didn't. In the past, it hasn't really meant too much, and so he said he wanted this to be something that they can have over like every year.
Yeah, that's been the complaint the whole time. So good on them. I like that. You'll have to see it. The only other thing we have before we get into it, and we're going to kind of go through SmackDown and RAW a little bit quickly. Again, King of the Ring was really the main focus out of everything. But Sean Ross Sapp, they put some... I just came from the orthodontist. Like, we didn't have any of this shit set up.
Sure.
No, I swear to God. I'll show you.
Show you.
Exactly. Thank you. No, literally about 30 seconds before I tried to start the Discord call with you is when everything was set up. Otherwise, nothing was in place. And somehow, like, the camera and all that shit was, like, right where it needed to be, just by happenstance. Sean Ross Sapp reported today that Stephen Borden, who was the Wolfpack Sting portrayal in Sting's last match, has begun wrestling training. Apparently, he impressed some people at AEW. I thought they were both awesome, but he's training to be a wrestler, so that's pretty rad. I know he has a college football background. I don't know how old he is, but that's the thing that's happening. That's pretty cool. So, all right.
I'm clueless on all of that.
Fair enough. All right. Well, Shorts, if you don't mind, do you want to quickly take us through SmackDown here?
Sure.
What's that
I think
look
you can
for?
do that.
What's that look for? Do you not want to?
No, it's not. I just was getting ready for it.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're the one that wrote this one. Well, you wrote both of them this week because you're beautiful.
It's okay. Yeah, I will.
Watch out for the edits.
Whatever.
I would not do that to him. I am a professional.
I know in an unprofessional podcast.
Well,
Thing is,
somebody's got to keep shit together around here.
I'd actually read it.
It's not George. We keep telling you to bring your laptop so you can fucking look at
I
it.
forget.
How?
I'm just so excited to come down and I just forget.
I could read it. I was just messing.
Listen, motherfucker. I don't like your sarcasm. All right, you hear me?
You need to stop talking.
Oh.
Oh, interesting.
Oh.
Maybe I should put you through this table.
You don't have the grapes.
He doesn't.
I don't have the grapes. Okay.
Okay. Let's
No balls.
let's get to SmackDown.
Georgia.
Okay. So we start out SmackDown in Jacksonville, Florida.
Interesting location.
Yeah, and you'll hear it later what was said about it. But
Colton is telling me to do Jesse Ventura. I can't do Jesse Ventura.
you have to really hold a lot back here to do it.
You do it.
I can't. I just know how to do it.
Do you hold a lot back there?
Just the tip.
It's never just the tip. Anyways, what are we doing?
Wow, this went gay real fast.
It's not gay. If you don't
Anyways.
make eye contact. And there's nothing, there's nothing wrong with being gay. I want to point that out.
Nothing's wrong with
We
it.
are gay supporters.
Not at all. It's 2024.
George is here, so I mean that says it all.
Oh.
The show opens up with Bianca Belair versus Tiffany Stratton, which I knew immediately that this was going to be a good match. I just think that this should have been with something
This is a great match.
involved. I
wish,
think there should have been the finals or something.
I think Tiffany should have won. I think she should have won in a dirty-handed way, and she should have been in the finals. Bianca doesn't need this win. And now we're not.
And then
Now we're not getting Jade in there either. Like I don't understand why we need Bianca in this at this point.
be in like the whole time. I don't know if it was a shoot. I don't know if it was a work. But Bianca was holding her knee the whole time and making that a really big deal.
I'm sure that was a work.
And
She was doing a good job selling.
If it was a yeah, I mean if it was a work, she really sold the shit out of it. But
I've got no concerns over that.
I thought it was a really good match. Tiffany really did the whole underhanded tactics the whole time. You know, grabbing the hair a lot.
Mm-hmm.
She almost gave us a little bit of a show, but caught herself and held it down. Yeah, Bianca was getting a little handsy and almost took off her bottoms. So,
I'll have to go back and watch that now.
she caught herself. It was on like a German suplex, and it was like the second or third one. But anyways, pretty much the whole time, Tiffany was taking advantage of the underhanded tactics. She for a point there, or for a time, I really thought Tiffany was going to win it. But of course, you know, the face has to persevere and win, which is always, it's almost getting like Bianca. Bianca ends up winning, but it's almost too much now at this point, I think. It's almost like the whole Becky the man thing, where Becky, you were already knowing Becky was going to win. She still does that, essentially.
I get to protect her, but yeah. Oh well.
They're.
I don't think she's
Yeah.
gonna win though. I don't think she's gonna win. But
Do you think that Jade's going to cost Bianca?
no, that seed hasn't even been planted yet.
Anyways, Bianca wins. And that's pretty much it on that one. And then it moved right into Tama Tonga versus LA Knight to see who goes into the finals for the men. The whole time, LA Knight was looking out in the ring, or right outside the ring at the bloodline. The other two are standing there chirping at him. LA Knight does a baseball slide, try to get out of the ring to go after Tama Tonga, and ends up meeting Solo and Tonga Loa, and they chirp back and forth. LA Knight tells him to, try to swing, and tells him to get back in the ring. So Tama Tonga catches LA Knight when he gets back in the ring and hits him with his finisher. Have they said? I don't even know what his finisher is called. And he ends up winning and advances to the finals. I think I wrote quarterfinals, but it's finals. So yeah, I really don't know what the hell they're gonna like what they're doing with LA Knight.
Well, he's about to move to Carmelo Hayes, so
that's true.
I think
Yeah,
after Saudi, it's gonna be him and Logan.
I really hope so. I did see that too. They had a little bit of an interaction before that.
Yeah, they had a little interaction before the match and right after the match.
Mm-hmm. So I really hope Logan loses, or it's LA Knight versus Logan at SummerSlam this year, and he loses.
That would be
LA Knight needs it.
That would be tits.
Huh?
Yeah.
He needs that belt really bad.
Eli Drake.
Yeah.
Then it moved to the contract signing. That was pretty much how it was going to be. Except, everybody's been talking about this whole title for title. I've been seeing it all on Twitter the whole time, and I'm like, did I miss something? Because I swear on my life that I heard Logan say it's not title for title. But yeah,
that's what I thought the deal was the entire time. So I don't know if they just put it in the contract and that's how it came up all of a sudden, or what. But that I didn't understand where all of a sudden that became a possibility.
I think Cody said it and kind of and obviously was like, I think he said, I was I'm a United States title away from being a Grand Slam champion. In not like a full-blown Grand Slam champion, which I'm finding out that WWE is changing their terms of a Grand Slam champion.
To what?
You don't have to win both of the major titles.
Right.
You just have to win one of the major titles and then both mid cards and a tag team.
Correct.
Gotcha.
A tag team. It doesn't even have to be SmackDown or RAW. Could be.
Well, yeah, because Grand Slam became a thing
both.
before, like there was split brand championships.
Mm-hmm. So, anyways, Cody and Nick Aldis, they both talk about how this is for both the titles, and Logan stops him and says, "Hey, this is not for both titles. I'm not going to sign this contract."
Rips up the contract
and rips it up. Yep. And then Nick Aldis gets pissed. And Nick Aldis gets pissed, and then Cody says, "I got it from here. I'll figure it out." And so he does. He leaves. And then Logan says, "This is not for the title. I have my own contract right here. It's removing the title. That is the only way I'll sign it." And, they go back and forth and say how good they are and how Logan keeps using his whole, like, I'm the whole reason why what did he say? I'm the rocket fuel for this rocket that is WWE. Or the spaceship or something like that. And, which, I mean, it's all right. He's getting people talking about it. But, ends up ultimately trying to go after Cody after he signs it. Tries to hit him, and Cody ducks. And Logan goes out of the ring. Cody turns around, grabs one of Logan's guys, and powerbombs him through the table.
Pause real quick. Sorry. Brian in the comments says, Uncle Howdy took over WWE's WhatsApp. WhatsApp?
Yeah.
WhatsApp is like a texting app, basically. Mostly used internationally, but that doesn't make sense to me. Anyways, says it was hinted that there would be something to look for Thursday at 8 p.m. 7 Central our time, which is in half an hour. Anyways, carry on.
Do you have WhatsApp?
No. Well, I don't know if whatever it's going to be is going to be on WhatsApp, but that's where it was said that something apparently might be happening.
So maybe just have George keep up Twitter or something like that, because I feel like that's where they're the most vocal.
Right.
But yeah, I think Logan is just gonna keep using his guys, and I'm wondering who the next YouTube guy is gonna be. So there's that. next was Jade and Nia. This was to go to the finals. I really didn't think that Jade was even gonna do very much. I thought Nia was gonna basically. I knew Nia was gonna win. There's no way that you're gonna go Bianca versus Jade. There's absolutely no way. So it was more so how do they protect Jade from taking a loss, or not taking a full blown loss rather than just getting DQ'd. And I kind of figured they were in a DQ. But anyways. Nia ends up winning off a DQ. I think they tried to say that it was more so because Nia chirped at Jade's daughter. She said something like your mom sucks or something like that to Jade's daughter in the front. And then Nia went to hit her with a chair. Hit Jade, and Jade actually didn't catch that fully. Did you see that?
So, what's your opinion on this? Nia swung the chair. It technically hit Jade, like it was blocked, but it hit Jade. Do you think Nia should have been DQ'd? Because did the ref see that happen? You know what I mean?
Yeah, the ref wasn't knocked down, but
also like, I'm pretty sure it hit Jade and like hit her in the nose and she was bleeding, wasn't she?
No, it hit her on like the side of the head and the shoulder. So like she was supposed to catch it with both hands.
If the ref saw it, should have been a fucking DQ. It doesn't matter if Jade fucked it up or not.
Technically, yeah.
Yeah.
They're
like
right.
They should have rolled with that.
Mm-hmm. But then you set up Bianca versus Jade.
Well,
no.
I mean, yeah, I know that obviously that would be a problem, but
right.
I don't think Jade and Bianca should have made it this far to begin with.
Yeah.
Especially both of them, but I digress.
Right.
I don't think they should have.
It should have
even in the tournament.
Mm-hmm. I know one of them should have been. Just one.
Yeah, it should have been Jade. Who's calling you?
My dad.
Which one? Oh shoot! I think we need to go to the dollar store after this.
No, I'm good.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay.
Go on.
But yeah, Jade kind of botched the catch and then ends up hitting Nia, gets DQ'd, and then somehow goes in a fucking rage, and then they just end up getting the security out, and they end up trying to fight each other. Jade jumps over some security guys, they get pulled apart, keep going back and forth with it. And
I wasn't a fan of this finish.
I didn't like it either.
No.
There's like nothing to it. Like I don't know if this whole thing was because of Jade's daughter, because it was like a small sprinkle in what
I'm
was
sure
going
that was
on.
part of it. Plus you tried to hit me with the chair, and then she just lost it and attacked her with the chair.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So do we think that Jade's gonna interfere in the next match?
I think it's going to be an accident. I think she's going to cost Bianca the match.
That's a good hot take.
I don't think so. Anyways.
Yeah. Because, okay, here's the thing. I don't think they're going to put Bianca versus Lyra. They're two major baby faces for women's.
If it's like Lyra and Nia, Nia's going to get it. And I think I'd rather have Nia in there over Bianca. I mean, especially you've got Lyra, who's a babyface. They're not going to put her against Bianca in the finals. I wouldn't imagine. I would think you'd have her move on and face the heel, right?
Right.
Not that you have to do it that way, but I just feel like it makes everything more cohesive. I guess I don't know.
Right. And then there's two aspects to both title matches.
So you two aspects.
If you have Nia versus Lyra, you have Nia that promised Bayley that she was coming for that title, and there she goes, she gets it. She gets that title shot, and then you have Lyra that shouldn't be going against Becky because they're teammates, or they're like, kind of a thing.
Right.
So it just doesn't
like
seem
that.
good. I think it should be Nia.
Fair enough.
Anyways, you move on to DIY versus Legado del Fantasma. Waller and Theory come out, and this is what I was saying before. Like Waller is dying on this hill that anytime they come up with Jacksonville or like anything that AEW has known to be at, he's always saying that the better wrestlers are in town or the best wrestling is in town. And I'm here for him doing those small digs because AEW is constantly trying to do the things that WCW did, and they just
Like last night.
I mean, what did they do last night?
Who the fuck was the match? But someone got blood dumped on.
Oh, I saw that. It was Malachi Black. I saw
Yeah.
that. Anyways, DIY versus Legado. Pretty much just a typical match that between the two. I think they've already faced off before, but dude, Legado, those two, Umberto and Angel, have they gotten a fucking win in the last year? I don't think they have.
I don't know.
They've been just eating L's. And yet I don't know if this was for a number one contender, but I don't know if I caught that, but they were, I mean, the champs were sitting at commentary, so it seemed like it was right there. So I don't know. Anyways, yeah, DIY wins. And then it moved to the main event, which was Randy versus Carmelo. This was to go to the finals. Orton goes for an RKO, but I sucked at writing this one. On Carmelo and tries to roll, but Carmelo tries to roll him up. Orton kicks out, and Hayes does a springboard off the second rope, but Orton hits him with an RKO. It was flawless, and Carmelo is a damn frog on those dang ropes.
Mm-hmm.
Tama Tonga it's going to be Tama Tonga versus Randy Orton.
It was so funny.
Would you write?
I didn't write anything.
I don't know if you guys know this, but Tama Tonga has a chode.
Whoa! 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 Why would you say that?
It was first said by me, but written by Travis.
You are Travis. You are him.
Oh, I am Scwartz.
Did you guys see him in the backstage segment? Like, what the fuck was he doing before that match?
Who? Carmelo?
No,
What are you talking about?
Tama, when he was back in the locker room.
Dude, he reminded me of Ace Ventura. I don't know if you ever seen that movie or remember it. There's that crazy psychotic African guy that can't speak, and it's supposed to they're throwing spears at each other, and he calls him the White Devil. It was the guy that couldn't speak. Oh my gosh, dude, they need to stop with this. Tama Tonga deserves a little better than that.
Yeah, so
But yeah,
Tama Tonga and Randy Orton at King of the Ring, huh? I think Tama wins personally, but oh no!
I don't know.
That was dumb. Obviously, Gunther's in the finals. It's going to be Randy and Tama tomorrow night to figure out who goes and faces Gunther.
Correct. Who do you think's gonna win that?
Well, considering you have Gunther in there, I'm gonna say either Randy.
What do you mean?
win- Huh?
Oh,
Either
nothing.
Either Randy beats Tama to face Gunther, and
Or
if that happens,
have those two fought before?
I don't think so. If that happens, Randy loses for sure. If Tama faces Gunther, oh man, I think I don't want to see Tama lose, but I don't see any scenario where anybody but Gunther wins. And your 2024 King of the Ring, Gunther!
I'm pretty sure I called this a couple months ago.
Well, I mean, it's the next obvious step, right? To go win a championship, or at least be in the mix for the championship.
I mean, I'd like to see Randy win, but I know it ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, I think you look at the title aspect at this point as well.
Well,
because what?
Nope, nothing.
Oh, because the winner obviously is like, do you see Randy parading around with the crown? No, not Tama Tonga either. I feel like the Bloodline are, they're too. They're like old. They're like too much for that. Like I don't see Tama Tonga putting a damn crown on. I know Gunther is gonna just take that crown, wear it,
the shit out of it.
I just think he's probably never gonna wear it again. I bet he's gonna have like Ludwig Kaiser. I bet he's gonna have him carry it around the whole time or something.
Takes it off his head.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know. I just see Gunther doing it.
Yeah, heard that.
Man, fuck that bell.
Fuck you.
Did you?
He's dropped it like 4 fucking times.
Whatever, man. I'm just trying to live my life. Let me live.
Dude, let him live.
Georgia.
Start that shit again. Oh my fucking god.
Is it your real dad?
No.
Oh.
Do not disturb.
Oh my god.
It's my third dad.
Son, I miss you. Bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad. Raw came to us from the historic Greensboro, North Carolina. I don't remember who it was, but, every week on Raw, they're showing people walking up to the building from outside, or they're just walking. They're walking into the building one way or another, right?
Yeah.
I don't remember who it was that they were showing, but I don't know if you noticed in the background of whoever they were looking at, in the background, 2 people came out of one of the cars.
I didn't see that.
It was Liv and Dom.
No, it was...
Again this week?
What?
It was Finn.
Was it?
Liv and Finn?
Yeah.
Wow, she's really getting around the Judgment Day, isn't she? I think it was Dom.
Go back and do your research.
Are you sure? I mean, I didn't
Dom
see
would
this,
make more sense, but...
The dude had short hair.
Maybe Dom had a scarf on. I don't know.
I think you can really tell the difference between the two.
I would think so. Anyways, first match we had here, Sami Zayn versus Chad Gable. They go through the whole thing. Maxine almost hits Sami when the ref isn't looking. She doesn't. Same thing with Tozawa. Otis did it at first. He resisted, and then he did eventually nail Sami, and Chad Gable wins. And of course, Gable's yelling the whole time, and he's angry. That story continues. Obviously, Otis is going to just snap back, and we're going to have an Otis Chad Gable feud. I can't wait for that, actually.
Are you sure?
I was really complaining when we did the Braun Breaker match, because I was like, I rolled my eyes. I'm like, why are we still fucking doing these stupid squash matches that he's been doing on SmackDown this whole time? Like, why are we not doing anything with him? So clearly he's very annoyed before the match starts. It's him versus Cale Dixon, who I believe is from NXT. And then he just spears the ever-living shit out of him multiple times. He's taking out all of his anger on this guy. The match is ended because Cale is in no shape to keep fighting. And Braun just keeps going at the dude. People come out to try to break up the fight. And then When KO's head is in the stairs, Braun nails him in the head against the stairs with a steel chair, and I'm like, okay, now we're fucking doing something. It's like they had me like fooled at first, like, oh, we're still doing this. Oh, wait a second, now we're doing something. I think so. I like where that's going. The whole thing where they
after that first spear,
the outside one too, man.
Oof.
It's like they're not pretty spears like you get from like a Roman Reigns or a Jey Uso, but they're like Goldberg, like, I'm gonna fucking kill you spears.
yes.
I could take one.
Dude, has anybody checked on like Kale Dixon's Twitter or anything like
somebody,
that?
Somebody better make sure that guy's alive, because his intestines are probably in 18 pieces.
He probably has a ruptured spleen or something.
Yeah.
Did you see him in the fucking stretcher? He was like twitching.
No, I did not.
I liked how they did the whole loading up the ambulance thing, and then Adam Pearce walks over to Braun Breaker, like, what are you thinking? Blah, blah, blah. That was good. All right, then we get to Lyra Valkyria and Io Sky. So this was great, and this was obviously the semifinals for the women's, well, the Queen of the Ring. There's only the men aren't in Queen of the Ring. I almost said women's Queen of the Ring. That would have been really fucking stupid. I'm an idiot. This match was fucking great. Io had control most of the time, but Lyra started to gain some momentum, and she pulled out the win in the end. And it looks like we're going to have, obviously, wait, hold on a second.
I didn't mean to put that on there.
No, you're fine. Yeah, so obviously it's going to
be... Oh, wait,
I
did.
No, you're good. It's going to be Lyra versus Nia or Bianca in Jeddah for Queen of the Ring. I'm going to predict, like I said, that we're going to get Lyra and Nia. And Nia's going to win. That's what I'm going with.
I'm for it.
Mm-hmm.
How do they make this a decent match, though? How do you think? Because
I think
Lyra's going to take a fuck ton of offense.
I think she's going to dish out a lot of offense, and then I think it's going to be really back and forth, and Nia's going to squeak it out. I don't think it's going to be super lopsided one way or the other, personally. I don't believe.
You know what's good about having Nia in Jeddah, though?
What?
Is that she just doesn't. She has to wear the same stuff she always does.
Oh yeah, that's true. She doesn't have she doesn't get different attire.
She doesn't have to change her attire. She just has to cover up her cleavage. That's it.
Yeah. We get a backstage interview with Ilya because I believe it was the week previous. Ilya was defeated by Gunther. In the King of the Ring tournament. So Ilya is being interviewed backstage, and Ricochet comes up and says, hey, this might not be done or whatever. And then all of a sudden, out of fucking nowhere, here comes Braun Breaker with a spear to Ricochet. And now I'm like, fuck yeah, we're really doing something now with Braun Breaker. Here we go. So hopefully we're going to get Ricochet and Braun Breaker next week or in Jeddah or something. So yeah, that's great. Awesome Truth versus the Judgment Day. Before the match, Judgment Day is seen talking about the tag team title match. Finn tells Priest he wishes that it was those two together fighting rather than Finn and JD. So, okay, maybe Finn isn't so confident in JD anymore for whatever reason. Carlito tries to interfere in the match. Braun Strowman comes out, takes Carlito out, and chases JD around the ring. And JD gets AA'd by R-Truth, and the tag team champs win the match. Lyra Valkyria finds Becky Lynch backstage, and she congratulates her. Becky congratulates Lyra, obviously. Lyra walks a little bit further, and she finds Liv Morgan, and Liv Morgan congratulates Lyra, and then punches her in the face and laughs while walking away.
Liv Morgan is newly single, by the way.
This is true.
Yeah, what are you going to do about it?
Do you think that she had to hang on a little bit longer?
I keep telling you, she's with Dominic, and nobody listens to me.
No,
I know, I'm kidding.
I wonder if they're doing the story as in she's just trying to break up Judgment Day. Just because they all want to fuck her.
That's what I've been saying the whole time. Of course. Of course that's what's happening. And then it's going to be a big hot fucking Rhea feud whenever she returns. Like, you fucked with my team. You fucked with my man. And so we're going to fight now.
to make this better, do you think Liv wins the title then?
No, because I think there's enough heat in that possible feud. You don't need the title for it, especially right away.
Has Becky signed a new contract?
I don't know. She's not going anywhere.
No.
Let's be realistic.
I know, but
No, she hasn't.
Drew didn't sign one until last second. They didn't stop doing anything with him. He's
I'm almost positive Becky's gonna go over her time, and they're just gonna.
They're gonna do extensions until they sign her for a long-term deal.
Yeah,
I'm sure. McAfee minute. It's Michael Cole's birthday, and they sing. Wow. I'm not even going to say that one on here.
say it.
No, I'll tell you later.
I need
Jesus
to know
Christ.
now.
No. Dude. Here, I'll screenshot it and I'll text it to you. Hold on. Yep, that was the screenshot sound. Hold on. I'm on a Mac, so let me pull up my text message thing on my Mac. Stand by. Uno momento.
I can say this part because actually, so the next segment was Bronson Reed and Sammy in the back, and Bronson Reed stops Sammy or comes up to Sammy and basically just tells him like, "Be ready for Saturday because I'm going to take that title." And then he just kind of walks away. And then Sammy turns around and sees Otis, and he's just like, Otis is dejected and Sammy's just kind of fed up. And Otis actually apologizes to Sammy. And Sammy's like, "Sure, of course you're sorry." And then he finally actually like gives in and just goes, You need to leave Chad. Like this, you cannot be listening to him. You need to worry about the crowd. Everybody loves you. You need to get away from Chad." And then Sammy just kind of leaves him with that and walks out, and you can tell, oh, this is actually thinking about something about that. So I don't know. Do you really think Otis is gonna turn on Chad, or is he gonna go?
Oh, of course, 100%.
Pissed off Otis.
No, he's gonna turn on Chad, no doubt.
I'd love to see it.
What do you do with Otis after this? He's only been with a group or tag team.
No, not. I don't think it's really true. I think he's
he's
been
been
singles
himself
for
a little bit.
I think at that point you can start throwing him into the mix for Intercontinental. You know, Chad fails, so Otis steps up maybe.
I don't know. Yeah.
I almost just
I just
sent
think
that
they should-
screenshot to my fire chief because it didn't load correctly. Wow, that would have. Sorry, chief, that wrong person. He doesn't have an iPhone, so I can't unsend it.
I still don't have
That's a
it.
little
I'm
tough.
trying. My computer's really struggling with everything happening right now.
Why don't you just say it?
No.
Who is the date to Brian's wedding?
What?
Oh, I don't know. Hold on, I haven't looked at the comments in a minute.
Also, YouTube is a little buggy right now.
Yeah, it's because my computer is really just not doing great at the moment because there's too much shit going on.
Huh.
Okay, it's coming, George.
Yeah, every time you move me, I can see it on you. We can see it on YouTube. You're crazy.
Ryan, who's your date to the wedding? I don't know what you're talking about Liv Morgan. You're an idiot. No chance. No chance in hell.
He's single now.
Yeah, Brian's single too.
Oh. Happy singleness, Brian.
That's for you, buddy.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself.
Oh, that was the wrong button. I thought that was the taker.
He is.
Anyways,
Poor guy is single. Leave him alone.
I don't feel that bad for him. Yeah, so then anyways, Becky walks to the ring, starts cutting a promo, Liv interrupts, and they go back and forth, and this was kind of a nothing burger. No big anything that really came out of this. It was just some talking to keep their feud on track. I don't know, I guess. We had a fatal four-way for the number one contendership for the women's tag team championship. So we had Zoe and Shayna versus Katana Chance and Kaden Carter, Damage Control, and Maxine Dupree and Ivy Nile. And I believe it was right before this, correct me if I'm wrong, we saw the return of Sonya Deville.
Yep.
Correct.
Talking to Zoe and Shayna, and she wanted to talk to them. So within 10 seconds of the match, all the women are in the ring and attacking each other. Zoe and Shayna pin Maxine after she had a lot of offense on Damage Control, and the Party Girls are the only ones that did any team moves, which is, I guess, kind of interesting. But Zoe and Shayna are the number one contenders for the tag belts.
What are they called?
I don't think they have a team name. I think it's just Zoe Starks and Shayna Baszler.
No, the Katana and
Oh, man. That's
Kaden.
shit. I can't remember.
Did they even have a name, or is it just those two? Because they're literally like...
I think there's a name, but God, I can't remember what it is. Help
Anyways,
us out,
like,
YouTube.
they're the only ones that have, I think, out of all the women that have any tag moves. They're the only ones that work together. So, I think if they're gonna do tag team for women's, they need to actually.
They need to be tag teams. Yeah.
Yes.
I hear you. Jey Uso versus Gunta for our main event, and they did the cool thing where the camera follows Jay all the way through it into Gorilla, and then out to the stage. Gunther chops the shit out of Jay. Jay tried to take control, but Gunther was too strong. Gunther defeats Jay with a choke to take on the winner of Randy Orton versus Tama Tonga, happening tomorrow night on SmackDown. So, like we mentioned, Jay is going to be facing either Randy Orton or Tama Tonga, and I don't see any scenario where...
You said Jay. You said Jay would be facing one of those guys.
Yeah, because he is.
Gunther.
Gunther's winning. Or is doing it.
Fuck. Fucking idiot. Yeah. Gunther's going to be facing either Tama Tonga or Randy Orton. I don't see a scenario where anybody comes out the winner besides Gunther. The only, and this is way out of left field, and it's not going to happen, but the only possibility that I can think of otherwise is Tama Tonga faces Gunther, and then Giovanni Vinci costs Gunther the match and Tama Tonga wins. But I don't picture that happening. This is two heels against two heels. I don't see it. It's gonna be Randy and Gunther, and how Randy ends up beating Tama, I don't know, but
Kevin Owens.
Yeah. Oh, the equalizer. I forgot about that. Kevin's gonna come out and settle the score. Randy's gonna win. That's my prediction for that. So that's where we're at for Raw and SmackDown. Hooray!
Hooray!
Yeah.
Hooray! Okay, so we can either try this Jeopardy game with the two of you, or if you want to do the accolades between me and George again, we can do that as well.
It's up to you guys.
What do you think?
You guys
George?
could barely get two people.
All right, well, let's do Jeopardy. So you won't be able to see it, but you'll be able to hear it, and that's good enough. So I think what it does is it takes each category. Do you read it? Did you read?
Yeah,
do you read what he put in there? Yeah. Do you see why I didn't want to say it? Okay.
I don't think it's that bad.
That's awful, man. So basically, you'll have your categories, and then it'll go through the easiest question through each category. Then it'll go to the second one on each category. Keep track of your scores. If you know the answer, blurt it out, and whoever says it
we
first,
should say our names so that we can go.
I mean, you can just say the answer. I mean, I'll know who is who, and I think other people will as well.
Yeah, but there's a little bit of a delay. Either way, I'll scream it out. If we need to say it later, then we can.
Let me get this pulled up here. And I'm gonna be able to get this eventually in a way where it's gonna show up on the screen as well, but
yeah, I would love that.
Jesus.
let's hear that voicemail.
Let's go fishing.
Let's hear this voicemail your real dad left you. Okay.
Wait, are you guessing too?
No. Oh, wait, I could because I don't know the answers.
Yeah, I thought that's what you said.
Oh, fuck. Well,
before.
Perfect. All right.
Chris Benoit.
Oh,
Jeez.
God.
Get out of here.
I'll take murder for 800, Alex. Do we have any paper that we can write shit down?
I'm doing it right now. I'm doing it on the scoreboard or on our format.
Oh, okay. Good
I'll
idea.
take score.
Okay, for everybody?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to start playing it.
Everyone that's watching, you type in the answer so
Play
I can
along.
see.
Can you hear it okay, Trey?
Welcome to another episode of Wrestling Jeopardy! My name is Kevin J. Callis, and it's time to play the game. So let's go to the board and find out what categories you'll be quizzed on in this episode. Starting off with WrestleMania celebrities, followed by WrestleMania guest referees, WrestleMania ladder matches, WrestleMania main eventers, and last but certainly not least, WrestleMania entrances. And yes, this is a special Wrestling Jeopardy, all about the show of shows, the showcase of the immortals, the granddaddy of them all, WrestleMania. So let's jump in and kick things off with the 200-point round. Starting off with this world-famous recording artist showed out in his first ever WWE match, teaming up with Damian Priest at WrestleMania 37 to defeat The Miz and John Morrison.
Wait for it.
Never in my wildest dreams did I think I'd see a bunny destroyer that night. The correct answer is Bad Bunny.
He's a fighter. Oh, wait. What the hell is he doing? Whoa! Oh, my God! Are you kidding me?
On to WrestleMania guest referees for 200.
200
Dubbed
for
the
me.
end of an era, this WWE Hall of Famer officiated The Undertaker versus Triple H
Shawn Michaels.
Hell in a Cell match at WrestleMania 28.
Let him
The
finish.
sweet chin music
No.
into the pedigree combination was the one time I actually thought The Undertaker's streak was going to be broken. The correct answer is the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
It's not over. The streak.
Shawn Michaels.
Let's go to WrestleMania ladder matches for 2. WrestleMania 2000 saw the tag team division steal the show with a superb ladder match as this team defeated the Hardy Boys and the Dudley Boys.
Edge and Christian.
Fucker.
Fuck.
And the correct answer is, who was Edge and Christian? That brings us to WrestleMania main event.
Who was Edge and Christian?
200. This wrestler's first WrestleMania main event was at WrestleMania 31 versus Brock Lesnar, which turned into a
Roman Reigns.
triple threat loss
That's
when
George.
Seth Rollins cashed in his Money in the Bank briefcase.
Seth Rollins.
I acknowledge you, Mr. Tribal Chief. The correct answer is,
I said
who
it
is Roman
first.
Reigns?
I
No,
said it.
George
first.
said it
Closing
first.
out the
Sorry.
200-point round with
This is why I hate
from
this.
Oh my
WrestleMania
God.
entrances at
Be better.
WrestleMania 32 in Dallas. This hip-hop legend
Snoop
rapped
Dogg.
Sasha Banks' theme as she made her memorable entrance. The correct answer we're looking for, the Dog Father.
Fuck yeah.
Snoop-a-loop, Snoop Doggy Dog.
Yes, y'all. So fresh, y'all. Snoop Dogg and Sasha Banks, we the best, y'all.
All right, you
Is
made
that
it through the
400?
first round of questions. Hopefully,
No.
you went 5 for
2.
5 and got yourself a sweet 1,000 points. Now things get a little bit more difficult as we go to the 400-point round and WrestleMania celebrities. This boxer was all about the money when he
Mike
agreed
Tyson.
to fight the Big
Floyd.
Show at
Floyd
WrestleMania
Mayweather.
24.
George.
You have to say his whole name, asshole.
Floyd's good
Correct
enough.
answer. Who is Floyd?
Oh, it could
Money
be his
Mayweather.
last name.
That's a pretty sweet left jab.
Said, who
boom,
is Floyd?
Boom, boom, pow.
Yeah.
All right, on to guest referees for 400. After retiring from the boxing ring with a career record
Mike
of
Tyson.
56 and
Oh
5,
my God.
this boxer returned to the squared circle, where he
Muhammad
served as
Ali.
the greatest special guest referee during the main event of the inaugural WrestleMania.
Yep.
Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. The correct answer is
Scwartz.
the greatest, Muhammad Ali. Moving on to WrestleMania ladder matches, Fred. This polarizing and controversial wrestler won back-to-back Money in the Bank ladder
Chris
matches
Jericho.
at WrestleManias 24 and
Edge.
25.
Dolph Ziggler. I don't know.
Tell me when I'm telling lies. The correct answer is who is
fuck!
CM Punk?
Why didn't I get that right?
Damn.
Next up, we go to WrestleMania main eventers for 400.